I couldn't, like really to make a decision for myself to go out or to do something that I wanted to do, I wasn't able to do it.
He sold me. Um, he sold me for an amount of money where I had to pay it off in order to get out. At least that's what I thought. But every time I thought I had paid it off, he would take more money out on me, so I couldn't really pay it off.
He will always have something for me to do. And if I will refuse this, he will make comments or threats. Like, you could end up in Juarez dead like everybody else.
I'm not a prostitute. Trafficking is something completely different. My name is Mary. We came to the United States to escape the genocide in Cambodia, and it killed over 1 million people in Cambodia through a communist party, and a lot of my family were killed at that time. And we were fortunate enough to survive, and my mom had escaped to Thailand, where we were refugees, and I was born there, and came to the United States in 1983 when I was 3 years old.
I was born and raised in Mexico City, Mexico. I came to the United States for necessity. The country was very poor and I didn't have an option, basically. I came here when I was barely turning 18, and I've been here for over 15 years.
When my mom wanted to set me up for an arranged marriage, and I didn't want to do that, so she wanted to relocate me to another location in Southern California with extended family, but I didn't want to go, so she gave me an ultimatum to either do it or get out. So I told her that I'm not going to do it, so she kicked me out when I was 19 years old. And I wasn't prepared because I lived a very, I wouldn't call it sheltered, but very controlled. I was always told what to do, how to do it, and she did all the thinking for me. So when I was kicked out, I was pretty much just lost. One day after class, I decided to go to the video store to just get something to watch and relax a little bit. And I ran into him, and it kind of went from there. I was young and naive, and he said all the right things, and I was like, all right, someone that's gonna love me and actually listen to me. At least that's what I perceived. And he became my boyfriend. And it wasn't very long after that he trafficked me.
Human trafficking is one of the world's fastest growing crimes.
Traffickers often try to keep their victims in a state of vulnerability. A lot of times that is through psychological abuse. It is through making the victim feel poorly about themselves. It's also through methods of keeping the victim in fear of some type of retaliation, in fear of their own safety, and also in fear of the safety of some of their family members. So even if the trafficking victim wants to take the risk and report and get away from the trafficker, they also have to worry about the safety of their family and friends.
You think about yourself like garbage after that. And I really thought that I didn't have an option, just to stay with that and live with it. Like he will tell me all the time, you just have to suck it up and do what I say. And if you don't like it, you're gonna be deported, and then you'll be gone. Nobody will care.
I had to live with it and kept quiet because I didn't want people to know my background and think that I'm dirty or disgusting, and had to, label me.
Human trafficking is modern-day slavery. These are some of the signs that someone may be a victim of human trafficking. There may be others as well. The important thing to remember is to trust your instincts.
There are resources available if you suspect that human trafficking may be occurring. You could call law enforcement. You can also call the National Human Trafficking Resource Center at 1-888-3737-888 at any time, day or night. It's toll-free and confidential. They have call specialists that are available, and they speak more than 200 languages. In the Sacramento area, people can call my sister's house crisis line at 916-428-3271.
If you know someone who needs help, please encourage them to call My Sister's House or the National Human Trafficking Resource Center. Together, we can identify human trafficking victims, connect them to services, and see that perpetrators are punished. Help end slavery now.
If you were in the same situation, I want you to know that, you're not alone. That's the first thing, is thinking you're alone and isolating yourself. But the truth is, when you reach out to other people and reach out to organizations for help, that's when you begin to, your road to recovery and healing. And my biggest advice is just to not isolate yourself, because, you have to reach out so that other people can help you, and that you're not alone. You're not the only one that has been trafficked or, been involved with human trafficking. There's a lot of people out there that have the same experience, and there's many, many organizations out there that is willing and ready to help.